All right. This is awesome. Hopefully the sound is good. Hopefully you can hear and see me. I want to thank you all for for coming out to join me. Thank you. It is an honor. It really is. I'm going to I'm going to kind of imagine that you're all out there arrayed in front of me like a concert, and I'm going to hold you all in my heart. I know that that some of you are here in Utah, but I also know that some of you are out across America. I think that's really fantastic. Thank you. I want to set out and set the stage for the combination that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be telling stories, and I'm going to be singing some songs. And the main story that I want to tell, I'm going to split into two parts, and I'm going to kind of start the whole shebang off by a song. I think it was maybe the second song I've ever written. It's called "I Can Remember." I can yet remember morning mist cradle hills. It's the chill of November that takes me there still. Back into our town by the wood and the lane. I'm trapped going round to those mornings again. The floor was so cold, my breath hung in the air. My joints all felt old as I dressed and prepared to lay in cordwood that we'd sawn and we'd split. We'd laugh when we could. My old man had grit. Those yesterdays have grown off and on for 40 years, like a strange touchstone. As my finish line draws near, and I go back there and I pray, back in place and back in time. Though I know I throw away any hint of the divine. We laugh about the snow or a piece of junk truck whose springs were so low the thing is probably stuck. Chain oil and beer, tired back and sore knees. It's that place I fear won't be appeased. You know I wasn't from there, so I couldn't fit in, and soon I would share some plans to begin. I heard the road call, used my thumb and used my shoes, walked away from the drawl of those misty hill blues. 'cause yesterdays have grown off and on for 40 years, like a strange touchstone as my finish line draws near. And I go back there and I pray, back in place and back in time, though I know I'd throw away any hint of the divine. And largely I have won. I got a mortgage and I got a car. I got sprinklers and a lawn, and I can't say that I've been scarred, but there is no real escape. That place is never far away. I've traded that landscape for a city and it's fray. Somehow the boy is never done, and some places digging deep. I know that I'm my captain, but sometimes have quite the reach. And I can yet remember morning mist, cradle hills. It's the chill of November that takes me there still. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. So, get a little drink of water here. I'm going to start the first half of a story that I've been thinking about for a while. I really love doing stories, but they take practice. They take getting it straight in your head and in your heart. And so this is the first time I'm going to try it. I'm going to start out by saying that my father, Jerry, he was friends with a mountain of a man by the name of Frank Aubaugh. And when I say Frank was a mountain of a man, I mean that he was big in just about every way you can think of. He was 6 foot, I'm going to say 3 or 4. And he worked at the sawmill at the northern edge of the town that we lived in. And the sawmill was up on a little hill, and across from the sawmill was the swamp. And at this point, if I had foreboding music, that foreboding music would be playing when I say the word swamp. So Frank, he liked to drink just as much as my old man did, but he carried around some traditions with which our cityfied lives were not familiar. And on one very warm, wet, and raining like the world was going to end summer night, a well-lubricated Frank come over in his old Ford pickup truck. And in the back of the pickup truck, he had 3, there's nothing other than to call them spears. They were 8-foot-long wooden spears with 3-inch, very sharp Poseidon tridents on the end of them. He also had 2 gunny sacks, the kind of gunny sacks that were made out of sisal rope. And in one of the gunny sacks was something that stunk real bad. Turns out it was rotting chunks of beef. And he also had three old-time flashlights. There used to be these flashlights. They looked like they were they looked like they were lunch boxes, and the lunchbox was this giant battery, and there was a kind of a car headlight that that stuck out the side. Great big suckers. And he announced to us that we were going to go gigging, frog gigging. Now, essentially, what frog gigging is wading out into a swamp, spotting frogs with your flashlight, and stabbing them. That's frog gigging. And then you would stuff these frogs into your gunny sack. That's what the sacks were for. But that's not all the sacks were for. Oh no. We were also going to go, quote, check the lines. And what he meant there was we were going to wade out into the swamp, and we were going to feel around for these giant hooks, a good, like this big, that were attached to metal lines and tied around the base of tree trunks that were now underwater. And those hooks were baited with rotting meat. That's what the rotting meat in the gunny sack was for. And the prey were snapping turtles. Snapping turtles that were anywhere from 50 to maybe 75 years old. And they weighed like 20 to 30 pounds. And they've got rather nasty dispositions at that point. Mind you, the water is completely dark, first of all. I mean, it's raining like cats and dogs. It's midnight right now, and we're going to be feeling around for these snapping turtles. Okay. So before I go any further, I just need to tell you that it's possible you may not understand how absolutely balls out, nutso adventure this sounded like to a 12-year-old boy. I was in. And I remember sitting between the two men in Frank's pickup truck, driving out to the entrance point, if you will. And I remember that it was raining just apocalyptically as we walked down some railroad tracks that were between a permanent swamp on our right and the now very flooded forest floor that is in this giant bottom area. We lived in a very, very hilly area of it's the beginning of the Appalachians, and on the left, where it was flooded, the Raccoon Creek had overgone its banks and flooded this area, and I suspect that there was something like maybe a mile or maybe even 2 miles between the railroad tracks and Raccoon Creek itself, which was, by the way, right up against the next hill over there. And yeah, I remember follow them. Pardon me. I remember following them down these railroad tracks, and I was carrying both of those stinking sacks. I was carrying Poseidon's own trident and a giant flashlight. And by the way, the flashlight cut maybe 10 feet out into the rainy ink. And the men who who had tanked up when we had parked the car, they were laughing and telling stories as we walked down the railroad track. I still think about that. It seemed to me that I was following behind giants, giants that who were walking in a world that was so far out of whatever the hell I'd spent my life assuming was real, and I was looking at some kind of truth. I was privy to some other thing altogether. I know how that sounds, but that's where I was. So I'm gonna stop there, and I'm gonna play another song. Let me kind of arrange things. Hold on. I'm gonna put a capo on the guitar here. This is called Raccoon Creek. Down in the bottom, neath a bridge out of town, raccoon is rising, blood's going brown, swamps in the lowlands, east of the mill, have crested the road and the rain's falling still. Got nothing but trouble, slow burning fry, like water rising, drown out the night. Peoples are doing their best to keep up. Spring coming early with mosquitoes and muck. I remember the rain that's on my mind, waterlogged pictures drowning in time. I remember the places, God and my dreams, till my breath is still, oh so it seems. Neighbors are thinking that pot of plant road is passable still if you're lucky they're told. I ain't going nowhere, I'm settled in tight, got a bottle of ski and I'm out for the night. Clouds in the morning now, settling low. The town of Zaleski is quiet and slow. Here on the hill, you can see the world sleep, and off toward MacArthur, the water got deep. I remember the rain that's on my mind, waterlogged pictures drown in time. I remember the places, God and my dreams, till my breath is still, oh so it seems. Thank you. I hope that was good. Yeah. So, here we are, walking down this railroad track, and the sound of the rain and the sound of the frogs, it drowned out absolutely everything. So that if you wanted to be heard, you had to kind of shout. And our lights, you know, they went out maybe a very imperfect 10 feet, maybe. So we descended into the flooded woods off to the left. And the water was anywhere from knee to about waist high, sometimes up higher than my belly button. And mind you, we were not wearing like waders. We were just in jeans. The water was cool and it was utterly black, and it hid the forest floor completely. So we stumbled around, occasionally tripping and swearing, and shining our lights and stabbing frogs and laughing until about 3 a.m. when it was decided that that we'd had enough. And Frank, the woodsman, he called the direction to his waiting truck. And my dad had spent many hours in the woods. He was a big hunter. He loved hunting pheasants. He loved hunting rabbits. And we'd moved to a place like Zaleski down in the hollers because his soul needed it. Anyway, Dad began laughing. Something had taken a hold of him. And as we slogged forward in the black waters, I'd never seen him like this. He began to chide Frank, saying that the woodsman was lost, and he couldn't get over it. He just couldn't get over it. The big woodsman was lost. And Frank, for his part, he never even came close to admitting such a thing. He just got more and more sober, while my dad laughed harder and harder. I think about that a lot. I think about the fact that my dad on that night was about 39 years old, and I'm 20 years older than he was then. That is one of the things that just blows me out of the water. I don't know. Anyway, so that's that. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play a song that I'm real proud of. It's a song about. It's a song about the advice, or really kind of the lack thereof, but the advice that my parents gave me. They didn't give me a lot, but what they did really meant something. My mama said, boy, gotta grow it in your heart. She said the world gonna blind you from the start. She said the love that shines upon you is the meaning that you need to keep the ache that weighs your days from growing like a weed. You got to sow a little kindness, give up your doubt, and know the place your heart will take you is the place you need to go. Save me from the agony of time, 'cause my days are inching closer, closer to the line, and I got no prize to show, I got no meaning to opine, but I got my mama's words, I got my mama's words. My daddy said, son, gotta face your fear and your dread. He said a man ain't got no blinders on his head. He said no God will give you comfort, but your troubled heart can feel its way into the path of righteous men who don't conceal. The meaning of their lives is built like castles formed of stone. Each truth a treasure placed by measure, bought by blood and bone. Save me from the agony of time, 'cause my days are inching closer, closer to the line, and I got no prize to show, I got no meaning to opine, but I got my daddy's words, I got my daddy's words. Thank you. All right. That was called Listen to Me Now. This next one is one that has a little story about it too. But you know, I don't think I'm gonna go down that road. Other than to say that this is about riding a motorcycle at night in the desert. It's called the Fallen Up Blues. Came down off a two-lane way from the sparse pale-eyed trading the drone of a road for six and a desert night, and far out into nowhere, slow and alone in the world. Ghosts in a wide dark valley were crept as the sky unfurled. Dirt road on Table Mesa, we stopped and we shut off the bike. Summer night came rushing in so close, it was lover-like. And the stars shone bright and whispered as we lay on the still warm sand of a secret brotherhood, the lost consciousness of man. And Kimmy began to giggle, I began to cry, born of the same loose and hard sense and soft. The world's weight turned to nothing, and our bodies floated free. And the dark earth gave up a hold. We rose toward the sparkling sea. Came down off a two-lane way from the sparse pale light, trading the drone of the road for sage-scented desert night. Thanks, everybody. All right. All right, I'm going to go from I think maybe that was my very first song ever, to a song that I've literally just recorded not very long ago at all. This one is called The Road. I need the road, it calling out my name. The time is now. Whoops a day. I'm really sorry. I kind of messed up. Let me try again. I need the road to calm my mind. Ain't nothing here but drinking beer and pissing time. I'm tied in knots, knowing lines are calling me. I need the road to set me free. Well, the sun can bake my left arm as it sails against the wind. I can ride the wheel and you can give that map a spin. Now the road is pulling at the cables, buried in my soul. There ain't a way around it, gotta pack my bag and go. I need the road, it calling out my name. The time is now For my days all look the same. I see the signs, though my eyes are failing me. My body cries, take a chance and be carefree. I've settled and I've made a home. The dust is piled up thick. The fever grows within my bones, and my mind is playing tricks. Well, the sun can bake my left arm as it slices through the wind. I can ride the wheel and you can give that map a spin. Now the road is pulling at the cables, buried in my soul. There ain't a way around it, gotta pack my bag and go. Thank you. Best laid plans. All right. Oh. So yeah, we're getting near the bottom here. I got about 3 more songs that I'd like to do. This next one here is I wanted to do a kind of dark, bluesy kind of a thing. And yeah, so I think that's what I did. This one is a great deal of fun, playing with my with my bass player and my lead electric guitarist. Oh man. This one's called Ain't. Ain't seen no doctor, heal me never was. Ain't had no woman who could know me like she does. Ain't met no banker, qualify as kind. Ain't met no preacher, sell me peace of mind. And long the days fall through the night, and I can't see the morning light, the morning light. So wash away your pain and woe. Ain't no problem where we gonna go. We gonna go. Gonna go. Ain't work no magic, make you stop and stare. Ain't play no music that could feed you like a prayer. Ain't made no habit of the games of chance and luck. Ain't wanted much more than his guitar and my truck. And long the days fall through the night, and I can't see the morning light, the morning light. So wash away your pain and woe. There ain't no problem where we gonna go. We gonna go. Gonna go. Ain't found no sense in staying angry about this life. Ain't cried much either about my sorrows and my strife. Ain't been no father like my father was to me. Ain't chose to fear God since he taught me to be free. And long the days fall through the night, and I can't see the morning light, the morning light. So wash away your pain and woe. There ain't no problem. Where we gonna go? We gonna go. Gonna go. Thank you. All right. So, couple more. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, we got some time. That's good. All right. This next one is called Money. Met a woman in California, blue eyes like I never seen. Said, I got no time for your horse shit rhymes. Got a barstow job and a Malibu dream. You wanna feed my soul some truth, now all glossy like a magazine. But there's a meter on these baby blues. Now darling, put away those strings and get out your ring. Ain't saying my love's for sale now. Your groove is sweet, you're my jelly bean. But there's a pickers for a dime a dozen. And you ain't that fine and I ain't no teen. Nah, 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 nah. Skating rink in Chattanooga, a dying mall near the Jersey Shore. You know, I see no fame, got no cred to my name. Got a half-assed amp and a truck that's done for. Damn mic costs $100. The cable costs 40 more. I work a brain dead job for a boss who's a knob till they sold the whole thing and they sent it offshore. Now I play for the UU churches. Hell, I'll play for a used bookstore. Just as happy singing Cohen's Hallelujah as a ballad from the Civil War. Nah, 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 nah. Know that money's no reason for being. Wisdom from the book of life. And money can't buy you a damn fool thing. Sweet as a memory you can make with your wife. You know the TV's gonna tell you different now. To fill your belly full of lies. You can't be okay in your own damn way when what they're selling is greed and strife. I think I'm gonna chill, picking my guitar, learning how to play it real nice. Smoke a J and call it medication. Gotta find my own way to the light. Nah, 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 nah. Oh. It's been fun, folks. It has been fun. All right, I'm gonna do one more, and I'm gonna leave you on this Sunday night. Hopefully, it's good in your lives right now. It's real good in our lives. There once was a cat with a hungry belly. The name of the cat was Whiskers Jelly. His throat was dry and his bowl was bare. Meow, me furry cats, meow. Soon may the kittymen come with birds and mice and some tasty numbs. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Well, Jelly and his boys are gathered round. They scattered seeds from a sack they'd found in the hopes that the seeds they spread on the ground bring small critters aboot. Soon may the kitty men come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Well, the gang was bored and morale had dipped till one of the seeds grew green catnip. They sniffed and they snacked and they all got ripped. They all had a meow that night. Soon may the kitty men come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Well, their heads were hung when the morn was nigh. The nip was strong and they all got high. Their bellies were shrunk and their bowls still dry. Oh, bring us some mice today. Soon may the kitty men come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Soon may the kitty men come with birds and mice and some tasty nums. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Thanks so much for joining me, everybody. I really appreciate it. I hope you're well. Hope you do good. Take care. Bye-bye.